What's up, guys? JR Raymond back again, coming to you from Classic Lanes in Rochester Hills, Michigan, where today we're actually going to talk about one of my flaws, which is bad balance. We're going to talk about some drills and how we can correct that bad balance as soon as I get back. Stay tuned. All right, welcome back, guys. So we're going to talk a little bit about balance, which is one of those issues that I have, because anybody that's watched me bowl or watched any of the videos, so even the ball reviews that I do, you'll see me constantly hit the line and then I'll just immediately step off over to the right. And a lot of it, I wouldn't attribute it necessarily to bad balance as much as, poor fundamentals, poor thought process, not thinking about the execution of the shot, really focused on the results before just allowing the execution, allowing everything from behind the foul line to the foul line to happen properly to allow the execution to do what it needs to do. It's just like in golf when you're putting or when you're hitting a golf shot and you pick your head up because you're trying to watch the ball before you even hit the ball. Or in baseball when you're catching a pop fly and you know the runner's going, and you take your eye off the ball for a split second to try and transfer the ball and throw the ball to throw the guy out, and you start moving before. Or in football where you're trying to, you're going to get hit and you're trying to catch the ball and you take your eyes off the ball trying to make your first move immediately and you end up not catching the ball. So it's the same thing in bowling. You end up going through your shot and you're looking up and you're trying to watch the ball and you're stepping off and you're not staying down on it all the way through. So we're going to do a drill here and we're going to try to work on keeping the balance in place and doing some things to help you improve your balance in your own game as well as mine here. All right, so what we're going to do is it's going to be a simple focus. The one thing you want to make sure is you want to make sure that your slide foot actually slides towards your target or points towards your target, or at least going up the lane as much as possible. Your head is in line with the ball, your knees in line with your body. Make sure everything's in good position. And we're just going to throw as many shots as you feel necessary to be able to do this. Last night I did it for 25 shots. 25 shots, sticking the landing, making sure I stay down on it, watch the ball roll through the target, and I struck 21 out of 24 times. So, and keep my balance every time. And I can tell you, the 4 times that I didn't strike, it was because it was just a bad shot. It was, my balance was still good, but it was just a bad shot. So when you stay down on the shot, you have the ability to see things a little bit better. One of the guys I always use the example of is Chris Prather. Probably the best physical game out on tour. He always sticks his balance, sticks the shot. He never falls off balance, or almost rarely falls off balance. So I'm going to throw a couple of shots here, kind of giving you an idea of what I'm talking about. I'm going to wait until the ball hits the pins before I actually step off the shot. Actually, this first one I'll do what I normally do. So that's what I normally do. Normally I'll throw the shot and I'll just step off of it immediately. And even there, because I've been working on my balance, I can tell that wasn't right. It went in the direction I wanted to, but I feel like I lost some leverage on it. And it wasn't quite right. And that can amount to carry problems. That can be some of the reasons why you don't carry as well. So here's what we need to do. So I'm going to actually try and stick this one, watch the ball roll through the target, and when the ball hits the pins, then I'll finally stand up. Okay, so that was much better. So that when I was more in balance, wasn't the greatest of shots, but it still got through the pins because of good leverage, good posture, good balance, all that together. So we're gonna do that a couple of more times, just making sure you're really focusing on your target, staying down on the shot, making sure you stick the landing, and stay there until the ball hits the pins. See if we can make this one a little bit better. That was good. So it's just really just making sure you stay on the shot. So one of the hardest things to do, like I said earlier, is to make sure we're not focusing on the results. So when you go practice, the next time you practice, make sure you're focusing on your target, focus on your balance. Just give yourself a thought process of saying, okay, if I execute these few things, I know it's going to be a pretty good shot, and I have the best chance to strike that way. If you don't strike, you don't strike. You make your adjustments off of it. But your focus should always be on a couple of different things, or even I'd narrow it down to one thing if I was you. For me right now, I've got it on two things. I'm focusing on my target, watching the ball roll through my target, and I'm focusing on staying down and keeping my balance through the pins. This video is about balance, so I'm going to say focus on your balance every time you go practice from here on out, especially if you have a problem with balance. Try and figure that out. If you can't figure it out, if you still fall off shots and you can't figure out why, hit me up. We'll try to get some lessons in, or we'll try to get some virtual lessons in. We'll try to do something to help you out a little bit, or see a local coach, somebody that can help you out in that. But for now, here's a little bit of a drill you can do to help keep your balance, or to at least to give yourself an opportunity to get better with your balance until the next tournament you go to or the next league night. So hope this helps. Make sure to subscribe, hit that like button and comment below. And until next time, guys, we'll see you later.